Hi Clearview Staff, this is Mark. I just want to take a couple minutes to show off the new disinfectant that we're going to be using in our classrooms. The product that we're using is called Oxivir TB or Oxivir Plus. And really what we wanted to do was find a product that was as safe as possible, that kills viruses and germs obviously, but was as safe as possible for staff to use in the classroom. So we came up with Oxivir TB and Oxivir Plus. It basically is a hydrogen peroxide based chemical, and as it sits out, it actually degrades into water and oxygen. So we're quite happy with this. There's no PPE needed, so you don't need to wear a mask, you don't need to wear eye protection, you don't need to wear gloves. We like that about it as well. So if you're in a high school setting, so grade 10 to 12, or on the Hutterite colony, you'll be using TB. And basically how you'll use this is you'll spray a surface, make sure it's wet. And then what you'll end up doing is you let it sit for 1 minute. It has a 1 minute kill time. So it takes that long to kill the viruses and germs. And then after the minute's up, you just take a cloth or take a paper towel and you wipe it down. And you get rid of all the excess moisture. For our K-9 schools, we are actually using Oxivir Plus, which is actually the same product. It's just in a concentrated form and the custodians will dilute it. But because there's dilution and it's not quite as precise, they only give it a 5 minute kill time. So you're gonna spray the hard surfaces, you're gonna let it sit for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna wipe off any excess moisture after that. So I'll just give you a quick demo. A couple safety things that we're asking is when any cleaning supply, when we're dealing with young children, you need to keep it out of reach of them. So please follow that in your classrooms if you have young students in your classroom. The other thing is we're gonna ask that teachers use the product. Product's expensive, so we don't wanna waste it, but also we think the safety side, it's much higher if this is in the hands of a teacher or a support staff member in the schools. So how do we use the product? Well, we're gonna ask you to do some hand hygiene before and after. Basically, you're going to just take the spray bottle. This is the hard surface. Just gonna give it a quick mist. You wanna make sure that the surface is wet and covered, and you basically let it sit for a minute. Then you can take either a paper towel or you'll have cloths in your classroom. If you're using a cloth, we ask you that you do hand hygiene before and after, or if you get a student to maybe wipe off the desk after, please get them to use hand hygiene before and after. And then basically just wipe off the surface. So just as simple as doing that, get all the excess moisture off and your hard surface is disinfected. So that's how we end up using it. If you're using the cloths in your classroom, just remember it's a shared item, and we believe that if you share it with as few people as possible, that's best during this COVID pandemic. So I think that's all the information I have for you. I hope this video helps. You use Oxivir TB and Oxivir Plus.